Namaskaram. We have been listening to the various noble qualities of a guru, a deshika, or a acharya in our Obey Vedantam Connect. In the Guru Vandanam series, we saw two prominent shlokas till now. The first shloka was taken from Guru Gita, which defines the meaning of the word guru. The word guru, as we know, is of two letters, gu and ru. The gu letter or the gushabda indicated the darkness or the ignorance in us, and the ru letter or the rushabda indicated the impediment created towards the growing darkness in us. Thus, Guru represents the agent or the noble soul who is responsible for uplifting all the people like us who are filled with ignorance, who are suffering from ignorance. I use the word suffering because it is that quality in us that is prohibiting us from realizing bhagavAn with clarity. Thus, in order for us to realize bhagavAn and know something about bhagavAn, we need the glorious blessings of the Guru. Let's take a similar analogy in our lives. I'm sure all of you would have had this problem of ear pain at some point in your lifetime. As you know, the ear canal is filled with a soft protective layer called the earwax, and this earwax occasionally hardens up, either due to weather conditions or due to some biochemical reaction or due to excessive production of the earwax. Whatever be that reason, it hardens up. And when it hardens up, it creates an excruciating pain within the ear, and the earwax tends to get more hard and harder, and then it tends to get deposited near the eardrum or the tympanum. This deposition is very painful. This is oftentimes called the earwax impact. The earwax has been impacted upon the eardrum. Now, when this condition happens, the person or the patient suffers excruciating pain. He seeks for attention, he seeks for care, he seeks for immediate medical relief, he wants to get rid of that ear pain, he wants to get rid of that earwax which he knows is stuck in his ear, but he is unable to do anything. So he goes to a doctor or he goes to a nurse. And the doctor or the nurse is the person who knows the science behind how to remove this earwax. This is very similar to the situation what we are talking here. All of us are suffering from an earwax called avidya or ignorance or ajnanam, which prohibits us from realizing Bhagavan. We cannot realize Bhagavan by ourselves. We need the blessings of a doctor called Guru. So that was the first shloka that we heard from Guru Gita. Then we heard the next shloka from Vedanta Deshikar's Nyasa Vimshatihi, in which we read the very first shloka, which talks about 14 noble qualities of the Guru. Sat Sampradaye Siddhaha, he who is adept in the Sampradayam, the Sat Sampradayam of Sri Vaishnavam. Sthiradiyaha, he who is steadfast and unwavering in his mind. Anagaha, he who does not create or commit sins. Agham. Shrotriyaha, he who has learned Shrutihi through the process of hearing in Gurukulam. Brahmanishtaha, he who is ever dedicated in the service of Bhagavan, he who has nishte in Bhagavan. Sattvastaha, he who is of a noble quality, he who has sattvic guna in him, or he who is filled with sattva gunas. Satyavachaha, he who speaks only the truth, and verily the truth. Samayaniyataya sadhuvrittaha. Sadhuvrittaha is a noble soul who performs his anushtanam, or the practice of karma. When I say karma, it is nitya karma, naimittika karma, like sandhyavandanam, pitrutarpanam, all these things. So, sadhuvrittihi means he who is the noble soul, the guru, who performs all of this in a very timely manner. Dhamba soyadi muktaha, he who is free and rid of dhamba, ahankara or ego, and asuya, which is jealousy. Jita vishaya ganaha, he who has won over his senses or the tendencies of enjoying sensual pleasures or mundane pleasures. Dirgha bandhuhu, the person guru in whom we can have an everlasting relationship, a relationship where there is no room for expectations. Very difficult in today's world. Dayaluhu, he who is an ocean of compassion, Dayalu. Skalitye shasitaraha, he who is extremely strict and with a criticizing attitude, with a punishing attitude towards his students when they go in the wrong direction. Swapara hitaparaha, he who is conducive to himself and also to the people in the society. So these 14 qualities collectively should be available in that noble person called deshika. Such a person alone is capable of being a deshika, says vedAnta deshikar. Now, such a deshika should be approached by this aspiring student called Bhushnu. So when the Bhushnu approaches such a guru, what should be his attitude? What should be his perception to such a guru? How should he view that guru? How should he perceive that guru in contrast to bhagavAn? Should he be treating bhagavAn as greater than the guru? Or should he treat his guru even greater than bhagavAn? Or should both of them be seen on the same parallel? All these are very beautifully answered in the next shloka of Nyasa Vimshati. Ajnanadhvantarodhat agapariharanat atmasamyavahatvat janma pradvamsi janma pradagarimataya divyadrishti prabhavat nishpratyoharasham syat niyatarasataya nityasheshitvayogat Acharya sadbira pratyupakaranadhiya devavat syadupasyuhu. Ajnanadhvantarodhat. Ajnana is ajnana, the ignorance or the avidya or the darkness that we have been talking till now. Dvantarodhat, because of the fact that the Guru extinguishes or drives away, eradicates this darkness called ajnana. Agapariharanat. Agapariharanat. Because the Guru offers solution, parihara, to agham that we have committed or to the sins that we have committed. Atmasamyavahatvat. Atmasamya means to see others in the same stride as ourselves. Atmasamya is to see somebody on the same plane as oneself. Now the Guru is giving this opportunity to the student in order to bring him to the same level as himself when it comes to the Bhagavat Jnanam, when it comes to Anushtanam, when it comes to any knowledge about Bhagavan. He uplifts the student from the level of darkness or ignorance to a level which is even better than himself. The Guru is so selfless. Again, if there is grace of Bhagavan, we can also get that kind of a samya status. Because when Bhagavan grants us moksham, we go to Vaikuntham. When we go to Vaikuntham, Bhagavan grants us the same kind of status even to us. So we become like Bhagavan. We wield 4 hands like Bhagavan. We will have Shankam and Chakram on either sides, just like Bhagavan. So in all qualities we will become like Bhagavan. This is documented in Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, except 3 qualities, all other qualities we will be like Bhagavan. One is Shriyapatitvam, the quality of being the husband of Shrihi or Mahalakshmi. That alone Srimad Narayana can be. There cannot be another husband of Shrihi. The second one is Jagat Karanatvam, the ability to create the world or Jagat. This capability also resides in the hands of Sri Hari only. The third one is Moksha Pradatvam, the ability to grant moksham to the Jivatma. So Bhagavan is very strict in these 3 things. He is the sole custodian to Vaikuntham. Only by his grace we are allowed into the Vaikuntham. Unfortunately, we cannot question why. This is the rules of his game. It is his game, it is his kingdom. We are the players in that game. So we also need to play smart. So we need to go as per the Shastram or the dictum given by God, so that we are in complete palatability to him or in complete compatibility to him, whatever we want to call it. Janma pradvamsi janma pradagarimataya. So janma pradvamsi. Dhvamsam means to eradicate, to annihilate. Janma pradvamsi. So the Guru annihilates us from the cycles of birth and death. Janma pradvamsi, janma prada. Prada means to give. Again, give another birth. So by eradicating all the births that are due to us, that are still to be happening to us, he grants us a new birth in this very birth itself. Garimataya, because of that supreme quality in him, because of all these qualities, is what Deshika is saying. So one is Ajnanadvantarodhat, Agapariharanat, Atmasamya Vahatvat, Janma Pradvamsi Janma Pradagarimataya. Because of all of these 4 qualities that you are seeing. Divya Drishti Prabhavat. Divya Drishti is the kataksham of the Guru. The Guru's kataksham is very important on us, which means the kataksham is the glance of that Guru on us. He should be able to see us with a noble eyes, with the eyes that he wants to bless us with. That is this kataksham called the Karuna kataksham, the kataksham of compassion. The same way, Bhagavan also gives us Karuna kataksham, and his kataksham is even more significant here, because if you in Mahabharatam Shanti Parvam states this, Jayamanam hi purusham yam pashyet madhusudanaha satvika satu vigneyah savai mokshartha chintakaha. So a person when he is born, he gets that kataksham from Sri Hari. Only such a person will develop the tendencies of being a sattvic person in nature. And he alone will be the person who thinks about, who worries about how to get moksha. So Sri Hari's grace falling upon that Jivatma, at the time when that Jivatma is being born, will have such an influence on him so that that person becomes sattvic, and he starts thinking about Bhagavan, about moksham, how to get there, how to serve him there, and so on and so forth. So that is the importance of Bhagavan's kataksham. Nishpratyuha drasham syat. Nishpratyuha andrusham syat. Andrusham syat means the mercy or the kindness. Nishpratyuha means that which is bothering or that which is causing an obstacle. In this case, the way it has to be interpreted is, regardless of what kind of obstacles or regardless of the kind of caste, creed, sex, age, religion, black, white, brown, tall, short, blind, extremely strong, whatever be the combination of the Jivatma, it doesn't matter. The Guru's kindness will flow unassumingly to all kinds of people without any obstacles. Niyatarasataya. Niyatarasataya means the presence of that Guru will make us feel very happy. Rasa means joy. His presence fills our heart with joy. Nitya Sheshitva Yogat. Sheshitvam and Sheshatvam. These two are two different things. Sheshi is Bhagavan, the eternal Sheshi. Guru is also a Sheshi. Sheshi means the controller. Okay. So Bhagavan is the eternal controller, the controller or the Sheshi for all Jivatmas. He is the eternal controller. Whereas Guru is the controller of the Shishya. So just like the relationship of a Shishya to a Guru, the same kind of relationship we all bear to Bhagavan. So that is the kind of the similarity here. And both Guru and Bhagavan both are Sheshis. And we are all Shesha Bhutas who are subservient. Acharya Sadvira Pratyupakarana Apratyupakarana Upakaraha in Sanskrit means help. Upakaraha. Pratyupakaraha means returning the help. Upakarana means the tool for helping, like an instrument. Pratyupakarana means helping or returning back by helping through an instrument. So the question is, can this sadbihi means a good-natured soul. Can this good-natured soul, the student, return the favor that was being done by his Acharya? Can he ever return that? Can he do something in return to what the Guru has granted him? And Deshika gives the answer, not at all possible. So he says, with that as the mentality, dihi means intellect. With that as the mentality that the help which is rendered by the Guru can never ever be returned back. With that mentality, devavatasyadupasyuhu. You should revere that Guru like Bhagavan, Devavat. You should upasyuhu, worship Guru like a Bhagavan. So both Guru and Bhagavan should be treated on par, is what is the Samam Bonam message of this shloka. But in our Sampradayam, Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam, the Guru is considered one step more than Bhagavan. For Bhagavan there is no Guru. For Guru there is a Bhagavan. So that is one thing. The second thing is the significance, the gratitude which all of us owe to the Guru, the physical Guru here on this earth, is far more than that of Bhagavan, because the Guru is accessible. Bhagavan is not accessible to us. You might have seen in Bhagavad Ramanuja's movie where Swami Mudali Andan, the disciple of Ramanuja, in one instance he starts to worship the paduka or the footwear of Ramanuja instead of Bhagavan. Ramanuja comes in and asks him, "What are you doing?" Mudaliyandan very humbly responds back, "For you he is the Bhagavan, and for me this sandals of yours is itself the Bhagavan." So there is a lot of significance to seeing Guru as equivalent to Bhagavan. So both Guru and Bhagavan should be seen with the same kind of status. Both should be weighed as though they are the same. Thank you.